Are you ready to take your storytelling to the next level? Then let's dig into sound design. Hi guys, my name is Heather Coleman, and if this is your first time here, I enjoy making films all about how you can edit your wedding films faster. If this sounds like something that you would like to watch more films about, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell. Before we get started, I want to know, are you currently using any type of natural or ambient noise in your wedding films? If not, we're going to dig into that topic today. Today we're going to be talking all about sound design. You can use sound design to up your storytelling game by using 3 key elements. The first one would be natural audio from the wedding day. The second one would be ambient sounds. This is an overall environmental feeling, like birds chirping in a park, or a busy street road, or waves at a beach. The last one is cinematic sounds, like whooshes and hits. Let's talk a little bit about using natural audio from the wedding day. The first thing you need to know about getting good natural audio on a wedding day is making sure that you have a premium onboard mic.
My dearest Steffi, I'm almost speechless on our wedding day. Words can't possibly describe what emotions are flowing through my body and my mind.
Don't rely on your on-camera microphone to get this good quality audio. The next tip I would like to give is make sure no music is playing when you're filming. I understand that sometimes during prep this is hard. If there is a lot of conversation going on, maybe kindly ask if they could turn the music off. A few of the key areas that I like to make sure no music is playing is when the bride is interacting with anybody else in the room. Usually when she's having hair and makeup done, she may not necessarily be talking to anyone, but if they're having photos done with the photographer, that's usually a good time to get ambient audio. Or another good time that I like to make sure that there's no music on is when the bride is getting on her dress. That is usually when you can pick up the best ambient noise. While we're talking about natural audio on the wedding day, a couple other tips that I would like to give in order to add a richness to your storytelling is if the bride and groom do any type of exchanging of letters or cards, what I would like to suggest is once the bride and groom read their card naturally for the first time and have opened the gift, maybe just kindly ask if you could take them to another room away from all the chitter and the chatter and even the photographer, yes, the photographer, so that you're not getting a click, click, click during them reading their letter. If there's no letter and they're doing personal vows, another big tip that I can give you is ask them if they would like to maybe practice their vows beforehand. Once again, take them to another room and have them read their vows out loud. They don't necessarily have to be talking to the camera like I am right now, but see if you could just take them somewhere where you can get a better, crisper audio. The next 2 types of audio that I would like to talk to you about is ambient noise and other types of sound effects. The best way that you can do this is once you're done editing, go through your wedding films frame by frame and see if there's anything happening that would naturally have a sound. A water fountain, birds, are they by a busy street? People walking? Would you be hearing traffic? There's so many different little things that might be happening, especially during prep, that you can add a little something to your film others may not think to add. So where do you find elements like this? The first option is to record them yourself. It takes a lot of effort, but it can be done. The second option is using free websites like freesound.org. It may be free, but you're probably going to spend a lot of time shifting through it and finding exactly what you need. And in the end, you may not even find what you're looking for. Your next option is finding websites that do nothing but sell these types of elements, like lens distortion. They sell different type of ambient noises and cinematic sound designs like whooshes and hits. Lastly, there are subscription websites out there that provide these types of elements also, like Soundstripe and Epidemic sound. Basically, all you need to do is if you see something in the frame that would make a noise like a water fountain, go to these websites and type in water fountain and they'll bring up all the different sounds for that element. A few final tips in using sound design. Be creative, have fun with it. Nothing you do is set in stone. So why not just throw some things on the timeline and see what they sound like? But be careful. You don't want any of your sound design to be overpowering or be distracting. You want it to be subtle. You want people to know it's there without knowing it's there. Let's talk a minute about cinematic sounds, wishes and hits and those types of things. These are really great for transitions, when emphasizing anything, or when you're slowing down or speeding up. Depending on your style, these may or may not fit in, but it's something to consider when using sound design for your wedding edits. Overall, adding ambient noise to your wedding films are gonna add a richness to your films that you otherwise wouldn't get. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope this film helped you. If it did, please give it a huge thumbs up and be sure to leave a comment below if there's anything that stood out to you. And if you have any questions or concerns, be sure to let me know. And we will see you in the next film.